the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To throw on first down. Quickly complete.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Cornelius. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that.
Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Cornelius. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Bears can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. At the 35, he's open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Ball's in the deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Off to the races to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got his man on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Bad feeling when you're a receiver and you go up and you got the defender leaning on you, pushing you, and you're trying to keep a toenail, a pinky toe, something in bounds, and you just run out of real estate, out of bounds, no catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Okay. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. There we go. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to 31.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks away on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cornelius. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut into the... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. He turns it loose to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds a man on the right. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And back to the air on second down. Going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes out ready to go. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds it.
He's going to let it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Buying some time as he moves left. Heaves it deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Into the secondary on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Indiana! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he got loose. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it along the sideline. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
He's got it, and he got a foot down for the 2-point conversion. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. 36. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they... There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He's got it for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Cornelius. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Gets the back moving. On the move. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires to the big fella. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Creates a little room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over, and there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the move, it's Cornelius. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 15.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clubs, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.